Welcome to Walking Out Your Purpose with yours truly, Alicia Smith, where we focus on you reaching your full potential in all areas of your life through intentional dialogue and putting in the work. Let's get motivated to action so that we draw closer to realizing our life's purpose as women of God, wives, mothers, and businesswomen. Now come on in and eavesdrop on a conversation with me and sometimes a few others as we discuss having faith over fear from the pew to the boardroom and everywhere in between. I'm glad you're here. Let's get to walking out our purpose and accomplishing all that God has for us. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. It's what I use each and every time I upload an episode for you. Let me explain. It's free. There are creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. And they will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Now, why don't you go download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Welcome back to the Walking Out Your Purpose podcast with your host, always doing the most, Alicia Smith. Listen, you all, we are in season 5. Can you all believe it? Oh my goodness. I took a well-needed break. Y'all, it's been a couple of months and we've had so many things happen. But the title of this episode dovetails very nicely with what's been going on, and it's called New Beginnings, you all. It is the month of August when I am recording this episode in the year of 2022, and we all know that the number 8 means new beginnings, and since this is season 5, y'all, that's the number for grace. So I appreciate you all giving your girl some grace and for allowing me to just take a mental break, to take some time to really focus in on my family and moving into a new home, all of those things. And so as we prepare for this new season, I am just super excited and just looking forward to what God is going to do. During this time of break, so many people shared how much this podcast has meant to them. There have been moments when they've been trying to discover their purpose, where this has been helpful. There's been moments of things not being clear, things not being where they want them to be. But the words that we've shared on this podcast, whether it was through something I've said, which you all know is truly from the Holy Spirit, because a lot of times I don't come on with the script, and other times it's been through them listening to the people I've interviewed and hearing their story has really motivated them to either ask the questions, to really reflect, or to make a move. And you all know, as I say it all the time, this show is all about you reaching your full potential in all areas of your life and saying something that will really get you to move into action. That's what I want this to be about. And as we go, like I said, into this new season, I am praying that it's new beginnings for you as well. It's so interesting, but so a divine moment that today in worship, the second message that we heard today, because we went to 2 services, the second service we heard about brand new. I'm brand new. And I said, okay, Lord, I hear you loud and clear. It's time for us to walk into new beginnings. And so I pray that this is a season for you where you're just taking a step back and allowing God to write your story, allowing God to manifest his blessings in your life, allowing God to really speak to you in a way that prompts you to really walk in your purpose. You all know, for me, I am really, really excited about the idea of depositing something into the lives of others to uplift and encourage, to motivate, to inspire, and most of all, to be an example of what God can do in your life. And so that is my purpose, is to really be that example, to really help others see their full potential. And it's such a wonderful place to be in, that I can do this in the workplace. I can do this in my spiritual journey. I can do this in my home. It's just so rewarding. And so I want you to find, what is that for you? What is that thing that gets you up out of the bed, that gets you so excited, so motivated, so moved that you want to do it every single day? And for me, that is helping people see their full potential. You all, I'm just in a season where God is blessing. And when God is blessing someone in your midst, I hope you know that that means that he's in the neighborhood, right? And I know many of you may have heard that before, but do you really believe that? Because I'm a big believer in not hating. I really love to support, to celebrate, to get excited when my brothers and my sisters are enjoying God's blessings, because that means he's coming. He's coming for me, right? And I'm in that season. You all know that we've been able to do a couple of things related to our personal walk, but also just spiritually. God is depositing so many things in my spirit. I have a new walk of faith, you all. I have a new sense of purpose. I have a new just feeling of excitement and joy. And there's nothing like God's joy. There's nothing like God's peace. And I hope that you can tap into that yourself. You can feel the energy and the vibe that I have right now. I pray that you can tap into that, especially if you feel like this is not a season of newness for you. But I want to turn that thing around, your mental, your mindset, to know that guess what? It's still your season. It's still your time. Even when we're going through and we're challenged with things, because believe me, there have been some challenges along the way as well. But when we change our mind about that thing and we really trust God, I promise you all, you'll feel new again. You will feel new again. And as my husband preached on this morning, that was the first service that we went to, he said, let them talk. So when people around you are not celebrating you, not excited for you, not happy for you, and they say things that are negative and are just not what you would want to lift you up, to lift your spirits, let them talk. Because guess what? When God speaks up for you, honey, oh Jesus, when God speaks up for you, it don't even matter what others are saying. So guess what? That's why I'm saying it's your season. It's a new beginning for you, no matter what is happening around you, no matter what is happening to you. Change your mind and say, you know what, God, it's a new beginning. Come on, somebody. Walk into that new beginning. And there's so many, y'all, words of encouragement that I want to give you. I can't give it to you all, but let's talk about a couple of things. I was looking up new beginnings, you all, and ran across a couple of quotes that I wanted to share with you. And so when you're going through and challenges are in your way, there's barriers, there's things that are coming up against whatever it is that you know God has put deep down in your spirit. Let's say you're trying to start that business and you can't get that business loan. You're facing challenges with figuring out the vision for the business or acquiring the right talent. Or as my sister, I won't say her name in case she doesn't want to be public, but my sister who's been trying to purchase a house for some time and it seemed like the paperwork wouldn't line up. The things wouldn't line up to the way to make it happen when she thought it was going to happen. But God. Or maybe it's my brother and my sister who who have been trying to conceive, and it just seems like it's not happening in their time. Or maybe it's a situation where you're at your job and you keep doing the work, you keep showing up, you keep staying the extra hour, doing the extra project, and it just seems like that pay raise won't come or that promotion won't come. Let me tell you, honey, or my brother, if you're listening, new beginnings are coming. A new day is coming. God has not forgotten you. There's a quote by Oprah that says, challenges are gifts that force us to search for a new center of gravity. Don't fight them. Just find a new way to stand. Ooh, y'all, when you let that seep into your spirit, and when you look at things differently, a different perspective, get a different lens, and you say, you know what, God, I know you meant this for my good. Something is going to come out of this. You're going to get the glory anyhow. And so whatever you're going through, whatever situation it is, as you're trying to fight towards that new day, that new business, that new job, that new situation, don't fight it. Stand. Just stand. And listen to people around you that are going to encourage, speak life into you, that are going to motivate you. For my sister out there that's thinking about going back to school. For my sister out there that is thinking about pursuing a different career. For my sister out there, or my brother for that matter, that's looking to start a new ministry, to start something new. Don't worry about the challenges. They're gifts that are going to force you to search for a new center. And we know that our center is in Christ. Change can be scary, but you know what's scarier? Allowing fear to stop you from growing, evolving, and progressing. It's a quote by Mandy Hale. I'll say it again. Change can be scary, but you know what's scarier? Allowing fear to stop you from growing, evolving, and progressing. New beginnings, y'all. We're going to step out. We're going to embrace our brilliance, our giftedness, our excellency, our goodness, our spaces where we're the best. We're going to search out that. And we're going to start this thing anew. Don't be afraid of new beginnings, of new people, new energy, new surroundings, new challenges. Embrace new chances and happiness. This is from the Mind's Journal. And last but not least, you all, if all you can do is crawl, start crawling. I want you all to start today. Your new day starts today. All right? And so listen, it's a new day for me too. Well, everyone, I hope you took some good notes and have at least one action you will take to propel your life forward in pursuing your purpose. Let's get it. We can do all things through Christ who strengthens us. Now go conquer your day and don't let it conquer you. Until next time, peace and blessings.